Right guys, so we are back on the Celica build. We had to put a bit of a pause on it last week. Unfortunately, they'd sent us the wrong size discs for the front. 275 rather than 255. I didn't realise there was a differential, and my reg apparently needed 275, but the first gen models of the pre-facelift need 255. So I did also show on last video that we had sorted out the other rear side as well, the driver's rear side. That is all done. I wanted a test run on it to see what it's saying. I'm now I'm at a point where I need to get this side done, so we're going to show you this one today. So we've done the front coil over, the discs are on, everything's back together, which we'll show you a little clip of later on. But what we want to do today is just pull all this apart. As you can see, we've got a lot of surface rust, which we are going to attack. I'll do that on a separate video, but if we can get the worst of the worst off, allow us to actually get to some or access some of the parts like this lower arm here where we can fully pull it back. We've noticed that hitting it with a bit of a hammer slightly can just pull that rust straight off, and a lot of it is surface or mud, just caked up over time. Yeah, so what we're going to do today, we've already kind of loosened some of the bolts. We've got this upper arm loosened off, we've got the lower part of the strut loosened off, and Jack has cracked the 3 nuts up top. We're not a big fan of the system at the rear of the suspension on this car. You have to pull a lot of plastics away before we can actually get anything done. This is actually nice and simple. I'll just put that back in place. This section is actually pretty decent. It's not the worst I've seen. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the caliper off once we've done that as well. I'm not a fan of these sliding pins. The old Japanese cars and some of the old German cars have got these sliding pins, but I could be wrong on some. But yeah, we've got brand new stuff to go on here, brand new stuff to go on new brakes and stuff, because these are just shot to bits. And again, another real crap brake kind of dust guard as well, it's just falling apart. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start just cracking stuff off, and let's hope for the best. If I can get Jack to, you head up top, Jack, you start on doing those 3 bolts. I'll take this section off here, which I believe are that was for the calipers. The 17, can you pass me a 17 mil? Right. So yeah, what we're going to do is crack this top arm off now. I think I might. Yeah, that's not going to work this time. Let me just get my 1/2 inch. Right, we're going to take this top arm off now. The top section has been done. We'll get a jack to support the arm before we actually take it apart, guys. So before you say it's going to drop, it's going to fall, we should be all good. Surprisingly, I don't want to jinx myself too early in the game because we've all done this before, it hasn't actually been that bad of a journey to get some of this stuff off. A lot of surface stuff going on, but in all fairness, it itself isn't actually that bad. So, I'm going to get this section out. Oh, I need to get a good old-fashioned set of pliers on these. Got it moving. These gloves are shocking. Again, we're after glove sponsored this year, guys.
Yeah, Gator, if you're interested.
Yeah. This is where all the YouTube community are going to be telling me you're doing that wrong. It's easily done like this. We'll have to come back to this, guys. Oh, he dropped the camera. He dropped the camera. Henry, you're coming out. Shot. Right, that should create some flexibility on the arm now. We're going to remove this bottom set as well. Yeah, unfortunately, as we're starting to learn, that little electric ratchet is spot on for the small stuff that can... Oh, let's try and get this sorted now. I managed to crack this earlier, but we might need an arm on it. I don't know yet, we'll see.
Cheap tools this is for you. It's never did a job. You tend to work, man. It's the tools.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Do you know, this is what I meant when I said earlier, don't speak too soon, because the next one's got me. It is important to note that if you're going to do this job, especially on a car that's 25 plus years old, it is definitely worth getting yourself some WD or G85 penetrating stuff and just getting it on.
I heard penetrating. I need some of that.
Right, there we go. that's off. Now we're not going to pull that off at the minute because unfortunately if we do that at this point we could end up dropping the arm slightly to the floor. So let's get the jack out, let's get a bit of pressure underneath just so I can remove that bolt, then we can lower the arm down and it'll work. Okay, so we've got the lower strut bolt out, we've took the free out at the top, lower upper arm off, and I've just cut the drop link because, well, why not? Because it was dead anyway, and we just cut it to the middle just for accessibility, but we've got a new one to put back on. What I'm going to do now is remove the caliper, get that to one side, keep it nice and safe, put it on an axle stand or a hanger, purely because to get this out we need to lower that arm, and what I don't want to do is put an unnecessary stress on some of these lines coming through. As they look quite important, so we're not going to play around with them. Yes, let's get these off then. So bolts have already been cracked. We are, as mentioned on the previous video, we are taking the calipers off and giving them another sand and a bit of a spray up just to freshen them up, prevent that corrosion.
I thought eBay was going to sponsor us again.
Still waiting for eBay to come through.
Fuck's sake.
I know, tell me about it. It is a good thing to note as well. We have got I think a sticky caliper on the front driver's side, so I think I've managed to unstick it. But worst case scenario, we can just fit a new caliper. Not the end of the world. No, like I say, this is just us messing around, having a bit of a laugh on the car, so we're not going to take this shit too seriously.
Can we set it on fire then at the end?
Yeah, one lucky winner can come and set it on fire.
Sounds like a plan.
We can raffle it off. £87 a ticket. Only 15 tickets available. So you've got a good chance of winning, but high price.
A maximum scam.
Tell you what, we have found so many of them spiders, and that looks freaky, doesn't it? That looks like the type of shit that'll kill you. Someone's going to tell me what breed of spider that is, and they're going to say, mind your fingers, because you could have died that day. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the original strut out with the spring off. That's scrapped off. We've taken the upper arm off, and we've done the drop link as well. Ready for a new drop link. We've got the caliper off. I'll be taking everything off that in a second once I've hid from this spider that's somewhat still in there, I'd imagine. And he's, yeah, still there, and he's ready to kill me. So we're going to be very careful with that, whatever that guy is, if he's anything dangerous. As you can see, this gone. We've got a new disc to put on. We will be slotting that on shortly. So just giving you an update. When I resume on the next video, hopefully we'll have the drop link in. We'll have the coilovers. I'm just measuring up the coilovers to see if we can dial them in correctly. It's really important you do that. Also, what we have just noticed is the front coilover. We've put the camber, the top, the 3-point at the top, put that in a bit wrong, so we've adjusted that now so the camber can actually go in and out rather than how it was before, and the other coilover is ready to go at the front. So just to give you a quick update. But yeah, on the next video we'll resume and we'll have hopefully the coilover in and everything back, apart from the caliper, which we're going to take off, spray, push it back, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we've tidied the caliper disc up a little, caliper itself up, got the new disc ready to go on. There we go, that's on, that's in place. Like I said, we do need some more dust guards, guys, so don't stress about that at the moment. They've just not arrived in time, so I'm just trying to move and release them. But what we've done since we last shot, coilover is in, it's all specced up, it's all tightened up, top bar is in, the top arm is in, and we've also got the drop link on this side as well, which is all specced up. What I now need to do is get this fitted. I need to transfer the original rubber off this, put the caliper back on, and then we'll kind of resume and just giving you kind of an overall. But remember guys, like the rust and stuff still will need sorting, and I'll be sorting that out over the next couple of weeks, probably on a separate video. We'll kind of mask this area up and just grind all that back, get a wheel on it, and just give it some nice old-fashioned underseal, and then we should be able to rock and roll a little bit longer. So yeah, excellent stuff guys. So yeah, we're going to pause here and I'll resume when it is all together, and I'll give you a run through. We get it open? Or get
I got it. I need to rest it on.
2 seconds. That's actually exactly on metal, bro. Mind you feel this. There you go. You need to work on that caliper camera.
These, innit?
No.
Ah, the ones behind.
Into, winning. It's just the bottom one now, but I don't know if that's... Is that cracked in?
That's rubbish. Well, these just pull out now. Oh, tap them.
Yeah. They should pull now. Let's put the bolts on the end of them above here. On the left hand side.
Ah.
Right, there you go. Pull that knuckle forward then. You should have enough now to get to your caliper carriers. Don't put it too much in that way then.
Ah. That'll do. I'll take that out. And crack the bottom one.
So what we've got Jack working on right now is the lower bolt. We've installed the coilover. Just using the cheating method.
It's not cheating. I'm just not doing it Paul's way.
Perfect stuff. Right, so we've got a coat on the caliper as well. That's currently drying, so we're leaving that as it is. Got a new disc to go on in a second. We now need to do the most pain in the arse drop link ever, so we're going to have to all line that up in a second and get that done. Right, for those who don't know Jack isn't car led, so he requires someone to kind of give him some guidance and whatever to get him going. So my aim is to show him how this caliper carrier goes on,
And probably just take the piss for
and just mug him off for the next 10 minutes really while he's fiddling around with it. So at the minute he's working on the caliper carrier itself. We're waiting for the brake pads to come. They'll hopefully be here in the next week or so. Then we can fully put the brakes together correctly. So let's see if we can line these bolts up. I'm going to try and give him a lack of guidance. He knows what kind of direction they go in. That's it, pull it back a little bit, line it up. That's it, spot on. It is quite difficult to try and find the catch on these. It can be a pain in the arse, but we're gonna get there. It's because what it is, Jack got cocky today. He turned up with his electric ratchet because he said doing it my way is the long way.
It is long way.
I like the old school way, lads. I think you'll all kind of vouch for me on that. So we're just going to try and get him in, get him locked in. Remember, the torque spec is the famous Toyota FT. Fucking tight.
I thought it was just loose.
I think they're the 17s, I think, at the back first. Look at him. Nah, he puts it on backwards. They're running commentary. I think we've got it. It's the only problem with those electric ratchets I found is can be a bit of a pain to kind of get on, but he's making it happen. So we can't moan at him, guys.
Say what the fuck you want, don't care.
Yeah, he's so angry, so quick about it. He's very passionate. Sometimes you just gotta let him get on with it. Are we in? Spot on. So caliper carrier is on, ready for the caliper itself, which will be fitted once you've got the pads in place. Unfortunately, like I said, I mentioned a bit of a confusion with the 275mm, and they sent me the larger pads, which of course apparently do not fit the smaller discs, of course, so we're going to leave it at that point. What's left, guys, simple as all suspensions in. We haven't dialed it in, so please let's not get any keyboard warriors telling us we need to dial it in. We need to measure everything up, we need to put it all down, but I'll do that off camera just to make sure that kind of I get it done right, keep myself focused. Right, guys, so we'll catch you next time, and yeah, let's keep things cracking.